For most of them, it is a first time interview as well. So they tend to start having apprehensions initially. But as the conversation flows, what we have noticed is that the passion, the commitment, and the dedication is very much evident in every minute of their talk. You are listening to Dream 100 Business Show podcast. I'm your host, Savita Hosamane. We at Dream 100 Business Show are on a mission to help business owners move to the next level in their personal growth and business growth journey. Join us as we bring you everything that goes on in the minds of successful business owners during decision making times. In this episode, we will be exploring about how being a podcast guest builds your personal brand. So let's get started. Usually, when we approach business owners to be featured as guests in our podcast, what we have noticed is that few of them welcome this opportunity and freely share their brand story. They inspire the business community in the process. For most of them, it is a first time interview as well. So they tend to start having apprehensions initially. But as the conversation flows, what we have noticed is that the passion, the commitment, and the dedication is very much evident in every minute of their talk. Of course, few of them are quite reluctant and say that they feel that they have not yet achieved much and they shy away. Some of them are having some inhibitions regarding self promotion as well. So, here I would like to state why one should feature in a business podcast interview. Because when you get featured in an interview, it may sound like self promotion, which is only in your mind. But in reality, it is actually building a personal brand for your business. Think about it. Personal branding is all about how others see you and how they ultimately talk about you. So it is your responsibility to project trust with your personal brand so that you start structuring the way people see you by listening to your talk. You are creating the right content by giving out the valid and the credible information through a business podcast. In today's digital world, every business, be it a startup, established, or a growing business, can actually benefit from the practice of personal branding. So, now let's look at why personal branding is so important and why should one build a personal brand. Two major reasons which I would like to state. The first major reason is that when you are being featured as a podcast guest, you get to share the founder's story. When you are sharing your personal story, you start creating meaningful connections with your audience. When you start sharing why you do what you do, this generates curiosity, interest, and it engages the audience in an exciting way more than your product descriptions of your product. Think about it. As a podcast guest, when you are engaging your audience, it is your unique voice that they are listening to. They can feel your energy and your personality. And this immediately helps to create an authentic bond with the audience. Second major reason is that as a podcast guest, you get to speak about your business. What is it that your business has got to offer? And in this process, you are actually boosting your business. So now let's look at 5 benefits. The first benefit of being a podcast guest is that you create connections with a personal touch in a quick and easy way. Secondly, by being a podcast guest, you become the face of your brand, and thereby you position yourself as an authority and an expert. It is a powerful way to build your professional reputation and gain credibility. Thirdly, as a podcast guest, you get to share new products of your business and also reiterate your services and share your wins in an impactful way so that it becomes a gentle reminder to your audience that you exist in the market. Fourthly, as a podcast guest, you grow your audience and you acquire new customers eventually, both in the local as well as in the global market. As this episode can be listened multiple times and that too on demand in any time zone. Being a podcast guest, you will be promoting positive qualities of your business. Isn't it amazing? So, why shy away from being a podcast guest? See to it whenever you get an opportunity, do not let go of it, because I truly believe that everyone has to start somewhere and do it as a podcast guest now, because the more the audience relates to you, the faster your business will grow. And that's how being a podcast guest will actually boost your business. So, what are you waiting for? If you are a business owner, start your personal branding by being a podcast guest. And we at Dream 100 Business Show help business owners in creating an audio profile for their business and thereby a personal brand so that they can reach out to new audiences locally and globally. All you have to do is click on the link in the show notes and join the Telegram group so that you'll be able to connect and interact with other listeners, and write to us if you want to get featured as a podcast guest. We are waiting to hear from you. Thank you for being such a wonderful listener. Thank you.